This video is going to talk about the three forms of the equation of a line. Okay, so just to reiterate, we have probably my favorite, y equals mx plus b. This is called slope-intercept form. Okay, we also have point-slope form, which we just derived in the previous video, y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x2 minus x1. Remember, we call this point slope. And then finally, we have standard form, ax plus by equals c. And the cool thing about standard form is that a is always positive, and there are no fractions. So if you are somebody who hates fractions, you love standard form. Okay. The next question I'm going to address in the notes is why we cannot divide by 0. And I did another video on this for the Jeopardy question. So you guys have all that down. You can pause the video if not. The reason you can't divide by 0 is pretty straightforward. So why can't I divide by 0? So what if I tried to divide by 0? And I said, you know, I don't remember what 5 divided by 0 is equal to, so I'm just going to say it's equal to x, right? Let's say you just didn't know. Well, x is really x over 1, and I really have a proportion here that I can solve by cross-multiplying. You learn to cross-multiply to solve proportions. So 1 times 5 is supposed to be equal to 0 times x. Well, 1 times 5 is 5. 0 times x is 0, so that actually makes no sense. So that's one reason. And the second reason is if this were an equation, there's no number I can find to put in for x to make this true. So this equation is completely unsolvable. Therefore, this expression is undefined. Okay, now, think about this, right? What if I had 0 on the numerator? That is allowed. If you were like, you know, I never remember what 0 divided by 5 is. Let me see what I think it is. I think it's equal to x. If you cross-multiplied in this situation, right, you'd have 0 times 1 equals 5 times x. And this is just 0 equals 5 times x. Now you can see that this equation does have a solution. If you plug 0 in for x, you will make this equation true. So you can perform the operation 0 divided by 5. A couple other points, if you just want to laugh, you can take your cell phone and ask Siri why you can't divide by 0. It's a pretty entertaining answer. So I encourage you to do that, but I hope this helped. You cannot divide by 0. This expression is undefined because the solution to the equation inside a cross multiplication is no solution.